Now, if you can master this under balance control in a handstand, so notice my feet are backwards, my head and shoulders are forwards, there's my handstand, but mastering this position opens up the press handstand, see the shoulder position, now watch the handstand push up, see the under balance, exactly the same control, and then I can go from that to the handstand. If you become a master of that under balance, you're going to take your handstand balance and strength to another level. You're going to have a consistent kick up because you can always kick into this under balance position or anywhere between all the way to your handstand. So you're always going to be able to kick to handstand balance and have control. Like I say, the press and the handstand push-up is so much easier if you can do that. And also watch this position from here. I can just come down into my tuck planche. Again, watch the shoulder position on a crow to handstand. There it is again. So now I've showed you why it's so important. Let's now show you how to train it from a beginner level all the way to advanced. So number one, we need to have conditioning and a strong connection from the shoulder to the feet. So this chest to wall hold is going to be our base for both the conditioning and the understanding to make the body one segment from the shoulders to the feet. What we don't want is this collapsed position, so a disconnect when we try and move the shoulders. We need to have a real good connection. Now if you struggle with this, we need to practice those hollow body holds, making the body one segment from the shoulders through to the feet. So building time, control here, making sure our low back is pushed into the floor. Again, we don't want extension, we don't want to have broken connection. We want to make sure there's one piece and our feet are talking to those shoulders. So then we've built that strength, that conditioning in the position, in the line drill, in the chest to wall. Now we need to start to move the shoulders, watch the toes, they slide down the wall, and then I go back again. So we need to get that movement happening, but the connection between our feet and our shoulders stays the same. This is going to happen to start with. We're going to lose connection. Then when we try and push back, it's not going to work. I'm dumping energy into the wall. I need to be able to pull away from the wall with the shoulders and go back again. Once we've got better at that, we want to start to release the feet by pulling a little bit further, and now I can push up back to the wall. So I'm building that control, that connection dynamically, and I'm learning to pull from an underbalanced position to my handstand. And then over time, we can tidy that up into repetitions and back again. See, I'm now hovering between the handstand and the underbalanced position before pushing back to the wall. I can build strength through repetitions, through sets, until I get stronger and stronger with that movement. That movement can be reinforced by doing wall leans. So going into this position, taking the shoulders to the wall. Again, notice that connection between the shoulders and the heels. With this, I've turned my hands out, so don't go too far away from the wall to start with, and just start to really feel that strength, that push in and back again, reclaiming that straight line and not collapsing at all in the position. And then with the chest to wall version, going to the point where we can pull from the wall into a handstand. We can hold and we can choose to go back to the wall. So this is where the reps can be done with quality and control. That shoulder to the feet, always talking to each other, creating that one segment in that position. Now, once you've got a freestanding handstand, or if you already have a freestanding handstand, we can start to play with that in the middle of the room. So kick into our freestanding handstand, making sure we have control, that connection between the feet and the shoulders. Then I'm going to take the shoulders forwards a little bit, take the feet back a little bit, and then back again. And I can do repetitions of that. And if I have more strength, more control, I can make the reps bigger. If I'm working handstand push-ups and presses, I can work on this position to help me with my eccentric repetitions coming down. So that's the handstand push-up. Exactly the same in the press. Shoulders forwards, hold, and then do your eccentric without kicking the wall. There. We can challenge it back to wall. So I can do a normal pull from the wall using the fingers reaching up, but now I continue too far with the feet. Notice the shoulders are coming forwards now to catch in that underbalance before I return and pull back to the wall again. So I can work repetitions again on and off the wall and slowly make the pull bigger and bigger by moving the hands further away from the wall. And then when we're playing with our entries to handstand, we can purposely underbalance the kick up, but try and catch and hold the position. And then once we've got it, show control, we can choose to open, we can choose to go back, we can choose to come down with control. Now I recommend that you're also training things like scapular push-ups to build a lot of strength, conditioning and control through the shoulder blades. Also things like tuck planche drills to be able to hold this position and build strength there is just going to build a bigger and bigger foundation for those underbalance, control that movement of the shoulder. Now that will transform your handstand, but it's going to take time. Confidence wise, that's one of the hardest exercises to do, that chest to wall pulling from the wall. Your body's going to want to stay glued to the wall. You're probably going to need someone there to go with you, so hold their hands against your calves as you pull from the wall. But trust me, if you give it time, it will transform your handstand holds and your strength in all of those positions. If you'd like help with your training, check out my app, link is down in the description. If you've got any questions or requests, stick them down in the comments and I'll speak to you next time.